Dance here and welcome back to Taboo Tuesdays. We are going to discuss a topic that is connected to us women. And before you guys click away, it doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl, please listen to me because I have something really important to say. So today's topic I feel like have to be taught more in schools or more in depth. And I feel like it is more important than actually students think. So that's why I'm doing this video on it. We all know about it, but we all find it gross, and society has put this label on it, and through society's eyes, this thing that is happening to us is gross. But to be honest, it's actually totally natural, and we should discuss it more because there are certain people, and there are many people who are these certain people who do not understand what it is. So that you don't click away, I promise that it will not be disgusting. I promise that I will only tell you facts that are true and that I've learned through high school, because the Hungarian educational system is pretty damn amazing. Since I've been talking about this random thing that I will discuss today, I will tell you the topic. It is going to be menstruation. And I know that now you boys would probably click away, but I really ask you not to, because it is a wonderful thing that happens in women's bodies, and it is something that actually concerns you, so please do not click away. Thanks. So what is menstruation? It's the monthly shedding of the lining of a woman's uterus due to the egg not being fertilized in there. Therefore, it acts kind of a signal that you're not pregnant, which is cool. Why do we menstruate? Because the female body prepares for pregnancy each month by building up the lining of the uterus, so a fertilized egg can implant. But if there is no fertilization and the egg does not implant, this lining just sheds away so that a fresh one can grow next month. When do women start menstruating? It can start during the years of puberty, and I've made a video about puberty which you can watch right here, but it usually starts between ages of 12 to 15. But it can basically start later on too, although that is not considered normal. But since we are really different, it just starts at different ages. Also, menstruation kind of goes away between 40 and 60 years of age at women. Usually it's more between 45 and 55, but that's when menstruation stops, and that's when women become infertile. And now to the biology part of the whole thing. I am going to tell you a lot about hormones and how they work and what they do. I promise that it won't be too long, and it will be kind of interesting. The first hormone which we have to consider when talking about females and menstruation is estrogen, which is the female hormone. So, in the beginning of a cycle, which is usually 28 days long, but it varies individually, estrogen levels, or female hormone levels, start rising, and this causes the thickening of the lining of the uterus. And at the same time, in the ovaries, an egg starts to mature. And then come two other hormones. One is the luteinizing hormone, which is LH, and the other is follicle stimulating hormone, which is FSH. These peak at the 14th day of the cycle usually. That is when ovulation happens, and the egg, the matured egg, is pushed out of the ovaries into the fallopian tube, where it begins its journey into the uterus. If it gets fertilized, it happens in the fallopian tube, and if it does not, it just travels unfertilized into the uterus, and then bleeding happens. After ovulation happened, after the 14th day, the estrogen level starts to drop, and that happens because the body starts to produce another hormone called progesterone. This is the hormone which indicates pregnancy in women. If the egg does not get fertilized, on the 25th day of the cycle, progesterone levels also fall, causing the shedding of the lining of the uterus. And the fall of progesterone prepares the body for menstruation so that our uterus can get rid of the unnecessary lining. And menstruation, or the bleeding period, lasts from 3 to 5 days. It really depends on each individual. It can last more, it can last shorter. I mean, I don't think that it would only last for like 2 days, but we count the start of the cycle from the first day of the bleeding. And since we are talking about the reproductive system of females, I had to take a note on fertility. Everyone is different. Female periods vary and fertility varies a lot. It is different in every single person. So although scientifically women are more fertile around the 14th day of a period, plus minus 2 days due to ovulation happening in that period, it does not apply to everyone. You can get pregnant throughout your whole period, because even if you have a regular 28-day cycle, your ovulation might not happen exactly on the 14th day every single time, because our bodies just change, and that is totally normal. You can also get pregnant if you're on your period. I know that it's more rare for women to get pregnant at that time, but there is always a risk, so please take measures accordingly. I would personally recommend the usage of protection every single time and all the time, because that's the only way you can prevent pregnancy. I would personally tell you to use condoms because those prevent STDs too, but I will make a separate video of protection forms and STDs, so you can kind of get a grasp and a more in-depth view of all these forms that can basically help you and ease your life in the future. So for now, this was the video on what you have to know about women to understand them fully, and I'm sorry for the title being so clickbait, but I just had to put this out there, and I want to get this message to everyone around here, because there are so many people who do not know what this is all about. So thank you for watching, thank you for dealing with me, and thank you for bearing with me and all my ramblings, and I really hope that I will see you next time. If you've liked this video, make sure to share it and thumbs it up. Share it with anyone who might be interested or who might have some different ideas about female fertility, and I will leave some informational links in the down bar below, so you can definitely click on those. To see the next episodes, click subscribe to stay tuned, and I will see you on the weekend. Bye!